Yeah, and also I want to talk about like just the fact that people thought they knew they couldn't clone me. They knew they couldn't kill me, okay? The fact that people thought that it was okay to not only have me live the life I wasn't supposed to live. It was just the thought to think that it was okay for them to play with not only my wheel of fortune but the wheel of time. You know, and then try to erase, my memory. You can't control alt delete me. And they knew they couldn't do this. So they tried to um like I said, scramble egg type spell. They try to make some sort of confusion. Like, all the things they've done to me. All the things that were done to me and my ancestors, my family, my real family, they knew that my memory was very important, but then again, even in the wake of everything, they tried to make me look like I was an unfit child. I was an unfit person. When all these spells were placed on me to go through rape and molestation because they wanted some money, go through neglect, even in the sense of like growing up, I had a neighbor that lived next door. Supposedly, he died when I was in, they said rehab because they say I had a drug problem, but I don't have no drug problem. Those spells placed on that too, and when I was running away, those were spells placed there too. See, they wanted to build me a type of resume that make it look like I'm unfit, make it look like I have issues, make it look like I'm sick. They want to build like they want to build a trail so that they can take my inheritance, so that they can destroy my character, right? So supposedly my neighbor, he had died. See, I was living on 2315 Ira Avenue. That's in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm giving address because really I don't give a fuck. I'm telling my story. I'm letting people know, okay, how things were, okay. So supposedly he died, right? And they didn't know how, but truth be told, he was murdered, okay. And he was murdered by the same people that was murdering me, okay. Um, and it was like they made it seem like it was a setup, but there's no such thing as setups. There's no such thing as coincidences, because a setup is just like a coincidence. We don't deal in that manner, and then the thing is, like, me and my neighbor, we were so close, you know. But I also remember not only the scrambling, like my therapist in rehab, supposedly she was killed in a car crash by a drunk driver. But then if you put one and one together, okay, I'm in a rehab for people, alcoholics and drug addicts, okay? But then she get killed by a addict. Let me tell you something. First of all, I'm not slow, dumb, or stupid, okay? That was a setup. She was going to meet with somebody. And on the way, The collision, that was a planned collision because they wanted to break my heart. See, they knew that I love people. I love people. They knew that, but they tried to break every person bond that I had with people. They try to break it. And they sat years and years. They sat silencing people. You know, not even considering um the relevancy of it all. Um, like I said, not only was people playing scramble with my mind, in my dreams, it was as though to get rid of me, they knew they had to teleport me. They had to make it look like I wasn't there. They had to make it look like they had to put me in. They had to keep me in like some type of vegetative state of mind, to where I'm not able to use discernment, and be able to keep up with things, because I remember my memory is, like I said, it's so important. I remember going through all these states, going through all these countries, but one thing that sticks with me is like I never came back with nothing. Please make it make sense. Like I went through all these, like you got, some people know what Dave and Buster's is, arcade place for kids. I don't even like games. I love books. I love reading. I love writing. I love stuff like that. So it was as though they had me looking through the eyes of somebody. They had somebody looking through my eyes, but in a way as though I was seeing what I was seeing, but what I was seeing was not what I was seeing. Like I said, it was as though, like I'm in a situation. I've been homeless, but if people want to understand why I'm homeless, when I have money, when I have royalties, actually the house on 3838 Applegate Avenue, that is actually my house. Like, if you go back to 2315 Iro Avenue, well, my 3830 Applegate Avenue. You go back to 2315 Iro Avenue, that house is actually my house too. See, people think I don't fucking know. That was actually, see, all these names that were placed on the deeds and the wills, and I can actually say there's at least 115 properties in America that belongs to me. When I say property, I'm talking about properties like Vermont, Washington D.C., Florida, Columbus, Ohio, Dayton, Ohio, Hebron, Kentucky. I'm talking about literally California. I'm talking about not only that, properties and houses. I'm talking about lots. But let's not get things twisted though. It's a lot of bodies buried on those lots. My property. A lot of bodies buried. When I say the ones that actually signed those the people that they hired as attorneys and lawyers, and a lot of them had had died unsuspectingly. But I already know how they died, through magic. Of course. Nobody will ever know. That's like 1+1 is 2, And it's like people literally, I mean, It was detectives that were off. It was so much foolery and fuckery when I say, as a child, when you literally cloaking and concealing somebody's mental state, physical state, and then going off to sign motherfucking documents and shit. Replicate and trying to say it was me. No, bitch, it wasn't me. And I'm telling all this because really I don't give a fuck about these motherfuckers that did this. Know that this much. Death, pestilence, famine, and war coming for your ass. I don't give a fuck about your children, children. I don't give a fuck about your nieces, your nephews, your grandkids, none of that shit. Because let me tell you something. I have children that I don't even have any knowing. I have actually children out there. They actually use me as a surrogate. And the funny thing is, like, all this over jealousy and envy, all this over my ancestors who are better than you, my grandfather who is better than you, my mother, my lineage who is better than you. See, your bloodline is trash. Your bloodline it ain't shit. And at the end of the day, you should have known better when you was coming for me. See, when you came for me, you came for death. And that's what you're going to get. You're going to get that. You're going to get pestilence, all that poison, and all that work that you thought you was victorious at. No, bitch. You weren't victorious. Like I said, fuck your whole family. Your sisters, your brothers. You sacrifice your motherfucking family members. That's how twisted your dumb ass is. To literally place health problems. Really though, is it that are you that greedy? Bitch, are you that greedy to where you literally would jeopardize the health and the well-being of your siblings? Really though? And then you were sacrificing fetuses. You were killing. Those weren't just no stillborn babies and shit. Come on now. You were actually sacrificing fetuses. You was actually doing magic, making sure that the baby was stillborn. See, when you offer a sacrifice, whether it's dead or alive, a sacrifice is a sacrifice. It's like when somebody got a price on their motherfucking head. Back in the I'll say the 1820s and to the upper mid 1900s. Dead or alive, we don't give a fuck. We just need a body. That's exactly what the fuck it was. And I want to say thank you because all those things you were doing. Man. You motherfuckers thought you was gonna get away with it, right? Over there sharing my money. Over there splitting shit up. Really though? Over there trying to house and bribe and pay off motherfuckers that the money belongs to me. But they knew all right. So death is coming to their asses. So we not taking nothing but 100%. See, when my ancestors come for you, we take ass. We take dead or alive. We don't care. We don't care. The same things you were doing to me. My God. Really though. Like I said, death, pestilence, war, and famine coming to your ass. Like I said, we don't give a fuck about your family. We don't care. We don't care about your fucking bloodline. Because the thing is, you took my bloodline out. You crossed the line when you kidnapped me, first of all. You crossed the motherfucking line when you killed my mother and my grandfather. That's where you fucked up. And then you want to play in my my ancestors' guardians, right? You want to go to different states, such as Vermont, such as California, such as Florida, such as Chicago. I mean, literally, even over Peru. I mean, even over in the northern parts of Kentucky, the southern part. I mean, you went around playing with so much dirt. And then not to even, just to top it off with a cherry on top, you literally put that dirt over me. You know, I wish you the best with all those deaths that's gonna come your way. I wish you the best, you know? I don't, like I said, fuck your family. I don't give a fuck about you. And the thing is, you got a lot of people that was released from prison to get me up, to actually throw me under to where I have to serve sentences. Ain't that something? To institutionalize me. Huh. You were able to, you know, the 2-for-1 type shit. You know what? Fuck you and your kids. And this coming from the bottom of my motherfucking heart. This coming from God's heart. Fuck you and your kids and your bloodline. You know, because your bloodline is going to purgatory. Exactly where they belong. You know, yeah, so all those motherfuckers that was moving weight with my motherfucking money, all those people that got all these credit cards and bank accounts and, I mean, all types of bullshit in my motherfucking name. I hope you understand that all that stuff belongs to me. All that stuff belongs to me. And why you motherfuckers trying to put hunters and put bounty types on my head, you should be taking a good look in the mirror, because that's the last time you gonna look in the mirror. You know, all that mirror magic and all that tarnishing and tainting, and I mean, come on now. You should have known better. And stop praying to my God, because God says fuck you. You don't need to pray, bitch. Because were you praying or was you chanting when these things were going on with me? Were you truly praying? No, you were praying over PREYING, not PRAYING. Fuck you. Thank you.